Hello everybody, welcome back to an episode of Blue Archive. The last part, we continued off with the story where the shell building blew up. I'm not quite sure what happened with that. Cynthia's unconscious somewhere lying on the ground. And Abydos had a big, intense meeting with the Nepethys officer who told us a bunch of secrets about a train cannon in the desert and the railway. We also got a glimpse of, Hoshino's past, which was very rough and depressing. We need to continue with the story, so let's begin. Back to the past. That was a bit aggressive of me. What's your name, petty thief? Oh, is this Shiroko? I know it's Shiroko. Tsunokami Shiroko. Oh, that's a nice name. So, Shiroko, what you doing all the way out here? This place might be in ruins and all, but it's still an Abydos satellite. Well, actually, Abydos High School. I've never seen the uniform before. Right? It's way too thin to be a winter uniform. Hey, what school are you from, Shiroko? I don't know. I just woke up here. I don't remember anything except my name. What kind of story are you selling here? Is that a new thing the kids are trying these days? This old timer must be out of the loop. Old timer? Do you mean your name is the only thing you know about yourself? No academy, phone number, nothing else at all? A simple nod. What should we do, Hoshino? What a pain. Let's get inside and continue this conversation, Shiroko. This isn't exactly a good place to share a cup of tea. Huh? Well, we're taking her with us. Here, it's cold. Put this on. A scarf? It's not much, but it'll help keep you warm at least, a little bit. There, better? Warm. Looking good, Shiroko. Now this old timer bought that scarf on sale, but you still better take good care of it. Yeah, I will. Hey, why are you looking at me like that, Nonami? You keep calling yourself an old timer. Oh, do I? Plus, you just did this laugh that I've never heard you do before. Really? Aren't you imagining things? It's just my old timer laugh. You said old timer again. Ah. Oh boy. We gotta get indoors. Shiroko's nose is starting to run. Oh, you're right. Hurry, Shiroko, it's this way. Oh, look at that! Young Shiroko! Oh, she looks so cute! Perfect fit. Some student left this uniform behind, but he barely wore it. Practically new. I hope you don't mind for now, Shiroko. I'll buy you a new outfit as soon as I can. No, it's okay. Well, that's an Abydos uniform. She likes it. I could at least buy her a new uniform. That one's an old design. And do they even have newer designs? With how run down the school is? Back to the present? We have to force our way in. I'll be back to that. How the five was supposed to break through the hundreds of troops? We can do it with the proper preparations. We need intel on both the number of troops, supply lines, and their scouting routes, and any CCTV applications. No way! I know you're good at robbing banks, but this is totally different. Yeah, but with Hoshino. Hoshino? My bad, I'm just reminiscing on the good old days. To think, just a year ago, Shiroko was an adorable little girl with a runny nose. Now she's a girl in high school delivering terrifying lines like she's reading the news. Yep, it was like that once upon a time. Why are we talking about the past? When I look at Shiroko, I get a little sad sometimes. Where did that cute little kid go? You're not even that far apart in age, and it was just a year ago. You're still super cute, Shiroko, so it's okay. Yeah, it's already been a year since we created this foreclosure task force. I'm curious to see how Ayane and Serika came into the picture. Back to the past. Huh? Shiroko? Bring it on. It's a showdown. Shiroko? A showdown? I don't listen to anyone who's weaker than me. So let's fight, Hoshino. Is this the fiery challenge of youth? Okay, I got it. I'll take you on. What? Hoshino? But just so you know, I've never lost a one-on-one fight in my life. I might even be the strongest person in Kivotos. Still wanna go, Shiroko? Yeah, I fought you once, but so I won't lose this time. What happens if you lose then? Do I get to do whatever I want to you? Fine, whatever you want. Don't take backseats, okay? If you lose, you have to stay in Abydos forever. You have to accept this old-timer as your upperclassman. Like I said, whatever you want. Hoshino! Oh, there they go. Is that really how Shiroko became part of the foreclosure task force? Excuse me, what's all this, Shiroko? The whole pile appears to be scrap metal. Screws, bolts, empty shell casings. Where'd you get these? Stole them. What? Stole them? From where? From the scrap dealer in town. I can earn money if I resell it to the scrap dealer and help pay off the school's debt. Reselling the place you stole from? I guess that's inspired? Call them, Nonami, right now! Yes, okay. Shiroko, you can't do stuff like that! Why not? Why? Well, because... this is where you ran off to. You stole my truck! Huh? Truck? What truck? Shiroko, you stole a truck too? Yeah, the whole truck. I killed two birds with one stone. I'm sorry, Shiroko here, she doesn't know any better. I'm sorry, I have a credit card, so I'll cover any damages. No, first things first, we have to properly repent, Nonami. Huh? Yes, we're sorry, we're truly sorry. You too, Shiroko. Okay, I'm sorry. You think I'll just let it slide like that, huh? Oh boy. Okay, just this once. Don't ever let me catch you again. Yes. Thank goodness he's letting us off the hook. Right, Shiroko? Yeah, next time I won't get caught. No, that's not the lesson to be learned from this. Well, it's fine. I had thought all the students at Abydos turned a tail already. I guess there are some still left. Well, stop by if you have any scrap to sell. I'll see you around, Abydos students. Oh boy, Shiroko was a problem even when she was young, little. Oh. Hoshino, Shiroko, come look! The cherry blossoms are budding! Would you look at that? Winter is finally ending. Yeah, before we even realized. Even though it felt never ending at one point. What are you gonna do, Nonami? Isn't it time for you to head back? You're supposed to be enrolled in the other school. The entrance ceremony is probably starting soon. Are you gonna be okay here? I guess she's technically still part of the apprentice right now because she doesn't have Abydos next to her name, or the foreclosure task force for that matter. I guess this is before she, applied. Or at least made it official. Shiroko, no to me. Ah, there it is. Now she's official. Do you really have to do this? Duh, when you got something to celebrate, you have to commemorate it with the pick. Oh, she got that from Yume. There it is. They've been officially enrolled. Look at them. But you know, isn't it hot, Shiroko? Why don't you take the scarf off? No, I'm okay. Now they're official members of Habidos. There we go. This is now the official foreclosure, Rapidos Foreclosure Task Force Club Room. Yes. God, it's weird seeing Nonami with the jacket on. Yeah, you can count on me. I've come up with 8 different plans. Plans? What kinds of plans? Rejected. What is she even carrying with her? Because that's not her minigun. So what is that? Yep. Now please hear out my plan. I'll use this gold card to double rejected. Huh? What is this? Did you guys activate some kind of reminiscing mode? Ayane, snap them out of it somehow. I think we feel a little bit left out since we're reminiscing on times when we weren't around. But I understand it's kind of a privilege for upperclassmen. You could put it that way. Like I remember when Ayane and Serika first joined too. Yep. They were just the cutest. Yeah. Ooh, we get to see them. Younger versions of them. Excuse me, are you all students of Abydos? We want to enroll to Abydos High School too. Yes, we'd like to be of service to Abydos' future. Oh come on, we don't get to see what they look like. Exactly. What's it called? The Revival Committee. Serika, it's the Foreclosure Task Force. Whatever she said, we're joining, okay? So please take good care of us. Yes, looking forward to working with you. Oh, we don't get to see them? Oh, I feel gypped. What are you doing? Don't pull us in your reminiscing mode. It's not like that. Not that didn't happen. Yes, with this, our 5-member Abydos Idol plan commences. Leave this old timer out of it. That's a job for the youngins. Then maybe a 2-member group comprised of fresh first-year students. Yeah, I like that. Now that I can get behind. I'm getting excited. What are you plotting? Stop talking about us like we're fresh produce. I agree. If we do it, we all need to do it together. You know, again, I would think the news of Shale blowing up would have reached them by now. I mean, it's practically been a whole day. I absolutely don't want the Foreclosure Task Force to disappear. None of me? I would say there's really only one possible option. We'll have to find a way to successfully attend the General Creditors meeting. That'll mean forfeiting either the Abydos Student Council or the Foreclosure Task Force. I know it's just a name, it doesn't matter too much at the end of the day, but I still just don't like the idea of the Foreclosure Task Force being gone. I was able to find the strength to stay in Abydos thanks to Shiroko, and it's thanks to her, along with everyone else, that Hoshino is able to laugh and smile every day now. The Foreclosure Task Force means much more to me than just a name. None of me. What do you think, Shiroko? Me? To me, the Foreclosure Task Force is, the most important place in the world. I know that, even if you don't say it out loud. Foreclosure Task Force is everything to you, isn't it? Well, but if you flip the situation around, isn't it the same for you, Hoshino? Me? The Abydos Student Council. It must be filled with memories of you and President Yume. Memories we can't even begin to know or understand. It's too much. Think about all that going away. No, don't sweat it. I'm not really the type to cling to things like that, you know? That's not true. You never gave up your association with the Abdo Student Council, even after we made the Foreclosure Task Force. You've always been part of the Foreclosure Task Force, but also the Abdo Student Council. Are you really okay with letting go of your last tie to the President Yume, Hoshino? I'd be lying if I said all that meant nothing to me, but... Didn't you refuse to take on the role of President for Yume? Ah, jeez. Yeah, it felt like I'd be accepting Yume's death if I became president. So, you're not wrong there. But I can say one thing for certain. Preventing the train cannon from falling into the hands of the villains is more important than preserving a name. I might never find out why Yume wrote that contract or what even happened, but... Hoshino, you can't live your life being suspicious of everyone you come across. Accepting violence and lies is the norm, using them for our own gain. If we do that, one day we'll wake up and realize we've become the people we hate the most. You're right. We might be able to save Abydos using your methods, but it won't be our Abydos anymore. I can't bear the thought of Abydos becoming synonymous with lies and violence. Of it becoming somewhere we can't trust our neighbors. I mean, Yume might be a ditz, but she's got a good head to her. She's got a good head. This train cannon of theirs, the direct contradiction to the kind of Abydos Yume was trying to build. So I had to find the train cannon and destroy it. For that, I'm okay with letting go of a name. And if I had to choose one, I think the Foreclosure Task Force is better. Because the Abdo Student Council is just me now. But the Foreclosure Task Force, it's Shiroko, Nonami, Ayane, and Serika. It feels like the right choice. But still, we have to focus on the problem at hand, Nonami. And our problem is that, regardless of whether we're the Foreclosure Task Force or the Abdo Student Council, we still have to find a way to make it the General Creditors meeting. Our priority isn't names, it's figuring out how to get past hundreds of troops and get inside the building. You're right. Yeah, understood. We're on the same page? Yes, it's settled. Tomorrow at noon, we'll break through the private equity fund's troops guarding the Abydos Central Station District office and certify the continuation of the sales contract. But how exactly are we going to do that? Figuring that out will be our next step. To start, none of this will be possible without Sensei's help. In reality, even with Sensei's help, it's going to be difficult. Speaking of, have you heard from them yet? Sensei said they would come by today, but it's pretty late already. You're right. Well, I'm sure they have a full plate. You don't suppose something happened to them, do you? Oh, this is when we find out. Oh boy, they finally found out! What is it, Ayane? You okay? The news? And now to our next story. Earlier this morning, an unexplained explosion rocked the shale building. Located in DU authorities have confirmed that Ghost Sensei was inside the building at the time of the incident. What? They were swiftly transported to the hospital. As speculation continued to swirl about the cause of the building's explosion, doctors... They finally found out! Well, it took them a whole day. Hostage? Oh, that's not good. I'm back. Welcome back, Shiroko. Can you get the door behind you? The wind's blowing in. Yeah. Welcome back, Shiroko. You washed up and got back here so quickly. Oh, could you grab the light too? I need to start waking up. You're gonna get yourself in trouble ordering Shiroko around like that, Serika. What? I wasn't being bossy or anything. Everyone gets a little lazy about turning on the light switch. Any news on Sensei? No, nothing new yet. All we know is that Sensei's in the hospital. No serious injuries, but they haven't woken up yet either. I suppose we can be grateful they came out of such a terrible accident with relatively unscathed. It's like miracles fall around in Sensei's shadow. I'm glad they're okay. For now, we're gonna have to assume we can't get any support from Sensei, though. We have to figure it out on our own. Some kind of way to secure the rights to the train cannon and make sure it never moves again. Can we request aid from another academy? No, that's not something we can pull off without Sensei. There's no time anyway. If we want to make it all the way to the central station on time for the meeting, we need to leave now. I'm not mentally prepared for this. I don't see Nonomi. Where'd she go? She stepped out for a little bit. She said she had something to take care of. That was a while ago, no? She should be back by now. Oh, did she get kidnapped? What's going on with her? I can't help but worry a little. Oh boy. What is she doing? Butler came alone as promised. Oh boy. The trap! I can confirm. I trailed you after you departed Abydos. No one followed. You? Where's Butler? I'm here, miss. I was surprised by your request. I didn't think you would reach out to me. Did something happen? But perhaps you changed your mind. You wish to return to Highlander and become president. At last, you made the correct choice. This way, Nepenthes will be able to take full ownership of the train camp without a problem. No, that wasn't my intention at all. I won't leave the foreclosure task force. What then? What was the purpose of all this? Even if I don't become Highlander Student Council president, Nepenthes must have some way to solve the train cannon ownership issue. Nepenthes is a member of the private equity fund and a partner with the Highlanders, so they're a majority holder in the private equity fund. If Nepenthes focuses all its power and authority on this problem, surely both the Foreclosure Task Force and the Abydos Student Council are irreplaceable, precious things to Shiroko and Hoshino. It may just be named, but if there's some way to protect them anyway. You truly are the picture of naivete, miss. The view of the world is so shallow. In other words, you'd like to get exactly what you want with zero cost or sacrifice to you. Huh? Do you understand, miss? There's no such thing as a free lunch. Everything is give or take. You can't solve anything with your unreasonableness. Do you really expect people to listen to this nonsense? You don't understand how the world works. You're no different from when you were in middle school. I've told you the solution already. Return to the Highlander Academy. Then everything will be solved. That's... You know, I could force you to re-enroll you right now, but I don't want to do that to you. Well, of course, there is a solution we're working on. A way to keep the train cannon from the private equity fund. What is it? Beg for forgiveness, miss. Apologize and beg for forgiveness for defying the Nepenthes group and causing us harm. Do that and I'll tell you. Hey. Don't interfere, Suo. This is important. Oh. Laying down the foot. Yes, understood. I apologize, Butler. Everyone at Nepenthes. I'm sorry for all the damage I caused. Good. Very good. Some of my anger is finally dissipating. I suppose it was satisfactory. I'll tell you our plan now. I don't think Suo approved of that method. Our original plan was as follows. We believed that once the Foreclosure Task Force became aware of the train cannon, they wouldn't be able to ignore the situation. Its very existence goes against their morals and values. With help from their ever-present ally, Sensei of Shale, they will do their utmost to attend the general meeting and maintain the contract. Just like that, Student Council President, they'd attempt to maintain Abydos' ownership of the train cannon, or even find a way to destroy it. That Sensei, we seem to reach their power. Allowing that path would have been dangerous. The Foreclosure Task Force, supported by Shale, could not even be stopped by Kaiser PMC, and that was all done without Takanashi Hoshino. And so the private equity fund gathered an enormous number of troops in Abydos. They probably thought even the mighty Shale wouldn't be able to break through that kind of force. But Sensei and all of you would likely be undeterred even by that. Which is exactly what we hoped for. What? It doesn't matter to us who wins. What matters is that a clash between Shell and the private equity fund would cause great losses on both sides. As the two forces battle the destruction, we would send our allies to eradicate both the private equity fund and the foreclosure task force in one fell swoop. What do you mean? Your allies? Does that mean... Yes. Our ultimate goal is to eliminate the private equity fund and monopolize the train cannon. That... From the very beginning, that was your plan? Absolutely. The train cannon was ours to start with. Ours! We won't let anyone take it. With it, we'll be able to accelerate Nepenthes' revival by at least 10 years. Who would have thought that the scrap metal we discarded thinking we'd be scanned would actually be operational? However, it seems that Sensei has not returned to Abydos yet. The foreclosure task force will not be able to successfully attend the meeting without Shell's assistance. I was beginning to worry the plan was falling apart. Oh boy. But I didn't think you would help us like this. You've been used, miss. Oh boy. That's how it was. Oh boy. Where are you? I'm sorry. Please. Please. I'm sorry, Oh man. I guess you didn't find what you were looking for today. Again. And tomorrow you'll wander through the wasteland. Again. Day after day. Without ever tiring. Why? Why? For what? It would have been better if I had just forgotten everything and left Abydos. If I had written off everything that happened here as a dream and forgotten it. Then at least there would have been no pain. Why? Why did I decide to remain here? Yes, I should have dismissed it as a dream. Let it slip from memory. Hoshino. Well done, Suo. Take Mrs. student ID and credit card. Was the offer to return to Highlander become president a lie? Naturally, it wouldn't benefit us to put someone who refuses to follow orders in power. She would serve as an exec and a hostage instead. Family's heir. As a hostage? Yep, the board authorized this course of action. Of course we have no plans to harm her. Now we'll contact the foreclosure task force and demand they attend the general student creditors meeting. If they refuse to listen, we only need to threaten to transfer Nonomi to Highlander Academy. To what end? You don't wish for them to maintain the contract, do you? Of course not, the exact opposite. We'll have them confess that Kuchinashi Yume and Takanashi Hoshino's Abydos Student Council was a counterfeit organization. I see. Regardless, without Shell's assistance, the foreclosure task force will likely be unable to reach the meeting, but that won't stop them from doing everything in their power to recover Nonomi. And the more chaos they cause, the more opportunity for us to eradicate the private equity fund entirely. And even if they are successful in their assault on the private equity funds with blockade, they'll simply be forced to renounce the previous student council, and the train cannon will fall into your hands. A rather perfect plan. Then, please move Nonomi to the promised location. I will go contact the foreclosure task force. Man! Fuck Nepenthes, man! Come on, Suo, we can't be doing this shit. I'm sorry, Hoshino, I made a mistake. Shiroko, Ayane, Serika, Hoshino. From the beginning, I never should have come here. I'm a member of the Nepenthes, a perpetrator. I stayed pure out of guilt, so it doesn't matter if I return to Highlander. I only wish that all of you can live guilt-free, unshackled. Please don't reject President Yume and the Student Council President and the Abydos Student Council as something fake because of me. Sensei will help, and you'll find a way to destroy the train cannon. I believe in you. Oh boy. And that's your current situation. Takanashi Hoshino, Foreclosure Task Force. Find a way to attend the General Creditors meeting and confess that the Adult Student Council was a counterfeit organization. You are certified that all activities conducted by Takanashi Hoshino and the Kuchinashi Yume Student Council were unauthorized. Only then will Nonami will be allowed to stay with you all, rather than the Highlander underground prison. The sun is rising. There's not much time until the meeting. I hope you make a wise decision. Fuck to pet this, man! Nonami. That's... Nonami. So that's how things are shaking out. Hoshino, where are you going? I need to leave now. We'll have to do as he says if we want Nonami back. What? You won't listen to that jerk? I won't lose another person I care about. I've already lost Yume. If I fail Yume, Nonami too. But against that kind of force. She's right. We need to wait for Sensei. They're going to come help. I know it. No one's waiting for anyone. I'm going alone. What? What do you mean alone? You're going to break through that blockade all by yourself? Yeah, I can do it. I've decided. You'll take care of private equity, fight Nepethys, and rescue Nonami. Yeah. What do you mean, gah? How are you gonna deal with the fallout? What fallout? I go in, deny the Abido Student Council, and then I won't be the vice president anymore. I'll dismantle the private equity fund and destroy the train can, and none of it will fall on the Foreclosure Task Force. What kind of a solution is that? What about you? Well, for me, it'd be a suspension, a chat with the Corrections Bureau, expulsion. I guess living Kavolis will be the final step. That's why you guys are going to stay put. You guys? What exactly do you mean by you guys? You guys is in the Foreclosure Task Force. Then obvious, the real Student Council approved by Sensei. This way, everything will be tied up nicely with a little bow on top. Was she mad? Shiroko? Who are you shooting at? That's dangerous, Shiroko. Meet me on the rooftop. It's a showdown. What is even happening? A showdown? Showdown, eh? It's been a minute since, hasn't it? I might have teen drama right now. I got butterflies. Oh boy. Wait, Hoshino, Shiroko? What is happening right now? This is ridiculous. What do we do, Serika? We gotta follow them, duh. Oh boy. You and us. Fuck Nepethys, man. Shit, they're worse than fucking Gematria. Or just, or not, not Gematria, Kaiser. Yeah. Shiroko. Shiroko's no match. Has the gap in power always been like this? It seems they've grown even stronger, Hoshino. You really are strong, Shiroko. You're going to outdo me in no time like this. At this rate. Oh boy. There we go. You satisfied, Shiroko? Hoshino. Back then, I thought the whole world was against me. But then Nonami saved me. Without her, I probably would have fallen, become a criminal. I never would have met Shiroko. I met Nonami and Shiroko, and that's how the Foreclosure Task Force came to be. That's how they saved me. That's why I can't just pretend Nonami's time with the Foreclosure Task Force wasn't real. I can't let her make herself the bad guy or let her believe she never deserved to be here. So, I'm going to go and bring back Nonami safely. But none of that will matter if she has nowhere to come back to. That's why you guys need to stay here. I'm sure there's a way. If we wait for Sensei, there has to be a way. You're not wrong, yeah. Sure, with Sensei's help we'll be able to beat anything that comes our way. but not even Sensei can undo the past. It's the same as not being able to bring back the dead. The strain cannon, the antithesis of Yume's dream of Abydos, the ongoing war with the private equity fund, it all originates from the Abydos Student Council's mistakes. If Yume had found out about this train cannon, she would have come running for help to destroy it right away. That's just how she was. But I wasn't there by her side, so I can't begin to pretend I knew what Yume was thinking with this contract. Maybe she was hoping the train cannon would be impossible to find in the Abydos Desert. That's why I'm going to finish this. I'll do what I couldn't do 2 years ago. The train cannon is the symbol of the Abydos Student Council's darkness. There's no reason for the foreclosure task force to involve itself. Noname shouldn't be shouldering all this guilt. Shiroko, you have no obligation to take on all responsibilities. This is my cross to bear. Don't go, Hoshino. I'll never be able to know what kind of person Yume was. The only memories I have are the foreclosure task force, so I'll never know what happened to her. I can't pretend to understand your feelings, or the person you were in the Abydos Student Council. I'm sorry for that. But to me, the foreclosure task force is everything. It's all I know. Don't reject it, Hoshino. Why? Why do you keep referring to the foreclosure task force as you guys? Shiroko. It shouldn't be we, right? Not you guys. So why? Sorry, Shiroko. I had to go. Stop kidding around! Oh, she whipped up the helicopter? So you're saying you're going to go without us? They have 2 helicopters? 3 helicopters? This is no different from what happened last time. Ayane, where'd all these water clouds come from? Water, that's what they called them? Do you completely lack the ability to learn from your mistakes? You intend to repeat the same cycle over and over? You're acting irresponsibly. It's completely careless. And everyone else will shoulder that burden. You just barely made it out the last time, and it was only thanks to Sensei. Now you're gonna run off and make the same exact mistake? Are we going to see Ayane's famous table flip? Well, this is about right. You sure do get things done when you're set your mind to Ayane. So that's how it's gonna be. A 2-on-1 fight against Serika and Ayane. I guess I wouldn't be able to call myself your upper class if I don't give it my all. Yes, prevent this ridiculous, idiotic, reckless behavior, no matter what it takes. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I mean, Serika's not wrong. This is the same mistake. This is exactly what happened in the first chapter. You know, Hoshino. You know, I had to pinch my cheek and make sure I wasn't dreaming when we first met. I couldn't have been more thankful to have an underclassman that was so cute and reliable by my side. I never had a way with words, but if I had to explain it, I would say that spending time with you feels like a miracle. But we see each other every day. I saw you yesterday, I saw you today, and I'll see you tomorrow too. What's the big deal? I know that, but miracles are supposed to be incredible and rare, aren't they? Well, no, not always, Hoshino. That's what I believe. There are a lot of things about life I don't understand, but this I'm sure of. One day, Hoshino, you're gonna have a cute underclassman of your own, and when you do, being able to see their faces every day, make memories together today, tomorrow, and the day after that, you'll find that these simple, seemingly insignificant everyday moments are the true miracles. Having underclassmen in a school like this, that'd be the real miracle, especially considering how everyone's leaving the district. I mean, are we even going to have new students? That's not what I meant, Hoshino. I'm trying to say that everyday life. Okay, if you say so, Yume. Yeah, if you miraculously end up having some adorable underclassmen, Hoshino, Pinky promise you'll take good care of them, okay? Alright, I got it. Promise. Well, I mean, she's fulfilled the promise, but she's making stupid mistakes. My legs are giving out. I really gave it my all. We didn't even leave a scratch? How? I'm sorry, Ayane, Serica. I couldn't exactly take it easy on you with 3 combat helicopters. You're right, though, Ayane. I haven't changed a bit. I really am sorry. Apologize to Sensei for me, will you? This old timer just keeps making the same mistakes. It's okay if you hate me for this. Oh boy. You're Abydos' future, Ayane, Serica. You're the only ones who came here because you really truly cared about Abydos. That's why I have to protect your future. That's my job as your upperclassman, after all. But this is too much! You can't denounce the old student council and its president as fake! And all by yourself! That's alright, Serica. Yeah, this is the way it should be. I'll graduate one day, you know? When that happens, it'll be your turn to step up to the plate. You'll be responsible for Abydos. That's the way the world works. I, as your upperclassman, have to protect you, forge the path for you to walk towards your future. And your underclassmen will outgrow me one day and keep on walking forward. You, the foreclosure task force, have to keep moving forward to Abydos' future. Once I make the train cannon disappear, everything will be resolved. Abydos' threats, the past present student council's mistakes, the district corporation schemes, they'll finally be done with. After that, you'll all be just fine. Nonami, Shiroko, Serica, Ayane, I know you'll do great. It's okay if Yume's Abydos' student council fades into the past. That way, the foreclosure task force and Sensei can walk the path to make a new future. Go forward into the future, to the light. That's the will of the departed, final Abydos Student Council president. And the order of the Student Council Vice President, Takanashi Hoshino. There she goes. Everyone okay? Shiroko, you're the most injured out of all of us. Are you okay? Yeah, is Hoshino gone? Yes, we couldn't stop her. She was too strong. I wasn't strong enough. What do we do now, Shiroko? I don't know. I've never seen Hoshino like that before. It's like, how do I put it? Oh, is she pulling out her old gear? If I remember correctly, the contract Yumi wrote. Yes? Today is the 2-year anniversary of the contract signing. Which means, today is the day Student Council President Yume disappeared. Oh, she's dressing up. There she is. All set. Let's go rescue Nonami. She looks so cute with her hair tied up like that. And... oh, she's mad. She's pissed. Finished what I couldn't 2 years ago. She mad. Counterattack! Is this the end? Oh, no, still more. I figured that would be the end. That was like the perfect spot to leave it a cliffhanger. It's not the best conditions, but please bear with it for the time being, miss. Who on earth? It's me. Foreclosure Task Force will strike soon. Things are proceeding smoothly. We must be fully prepared. And... The Nepethys has betrayed us. Oh. As expected. Oh! They showed their hand sooner than we thought. And those Abydos punks really are a threat. All's well. I'll simply double the security. I see. It's fine, we've been expecting this betrayal. Damn! Whether it's Shea or the Foreclosure Task Force, I'll take care of everything. Bitch, if Sensei was awake, you'd be bowing your head, bowing your knees. Confirmed. I'm building the barricade heights, and setting up anti-tank mines as an extra precaution. Oh boy. It's a whole army! Understood. Train cannon? You gotta be kidding me. I have no intentions in an outdated weapon. Our focus is the transcendent technology used to create it. If we get our hands on that, we could build weapons unlike anything Coldest has ever seen. After all, it is the work of the genius tyrant emperor. Who the hell is that? I understand. I'll increase the number of market guards. Nepethys betrayed us. A blessing in disguise. We'll use this opportunity to reclaim the business that Kaiser Loans overtook. Ugh. Overseer, what do you want? You know what time it is? Huh? Emergency situation? War? What kind of stuff are you spouting? Like what? We're finally getting the real wheels going, rolling the Trans-Desert Railway construction. So what's this war stuff about? Alright. Hikari, there's a big battle coming, full speed. Huh? Oh boy. Ah, we're awake! Christ! Ghost Sensei? You're finally awake! What a relief! You were caught in a huge explosion, but miraculously you didn't suffer even a single scratch. But you'll need to strike bed rest to combat the exhaustion. Oh, we're moving. Sensei, where are you going? Running late. I have to get to Abydos. Yes, we understand you're a very busy person, but don't overdo it, okay? But before you go, make sure you stop by the front desk to pay your bill. The helicopters are in flames in the field. Sensei. Hoshino. Hoshino is... Let's head to the classroom first, everyone. Okay. Oh boy, they're all beat up. They're all beat up. We agreed to regroup in the Foreclosure Task Force room after cleaning up the area. Hoshino left on her own. Yeah, she told us not to follow her. I couldn't do anything to stop her. I'm still too weak. Don't beat yourself up, Shiroko. It doesn't suit you at all. And it's not that you're weak at all or anything. Hoshino's just way too strong. Yeah, you're sweet, Serika. What the heck? Isn't this normally where you make fun of me? Okay. What do we do, Sensei? How do we stop Hoshino? Using force was completely futile. She even pulled rank on us, saying that this was an order from the Vice President. In other words, she's declaring the previously ambiguous status of the Abbot State Council. She's declaring herself a member of the Student Council, of which President Yume, the principal of the contract, was a member. So responsibility falls on them and not the Foreclosure Task Force. Hoshino intends to shoulder everything on her own, rescuing Nonami, finding and destroying the train cannon, and all the following consequences. Do we really have no right to be part of Hoshino's fight? Stop her from doing this? While Hoshino denies her cherished past, and Nonami and one of our own members is in danger, our role is to wait anxiously on the sidelines. Do you want to stop Hoshino? That's a given. Nonami is a member of our Foreclosure Task Force. It's only right that we saved her together. Exactly. We can't let Hoshino face this fight alone, and it's an issue concerning the legitimacy of the Foreclosure Task Force. Yes, that's right. What matters the most is bringing Hoshino back. She's making the same mistake as before, shouldering our burdens on her own. We can't make her understand that. It's pointless to try to physically stop her. Right now, Hoshino's focused on carrying out President Yume's will, even if it means abandoning us. Exactly. She's chasing the shadows of the past, not looking at the people by her side. I feel like I'm in a daytime soap opera. But how in the world are we going to convince Hoshino to come back? Actually, more importantly, how are we even going to stop her? Now that Sensei's here, we can figure something out. It would be okay with just us. We have to be. This is the Foreclosure Task Force's issue, so we have to stop her. Our issue? Guess we don't have any other choice then, right? Yes, let's review the problems we need to resolve. First and foremost, our priority is to save Nonami and prevent her from being forced to be transferred to Highlander Academy. However, since we have no intel on where Nonami is being held, our only option is to follow Nepenthes' orders and deny the Abdo Student Council. But the private equity funding forces will do everything they can to stop us from attending the meeting. That's correct, and we need to stop Hoshino as well. He's currently acting alone. There are three main reasons we need to stop Hoshino. First, Nonami is a member of the Foreclosure Task Force, so it's our responsibility to save her. If we fail in this duty, we deny the very purpose of the Foreclosure Task Force. Next, even if it's Hoshino, the private equity fund's troops are too numerous for one person to handle. Hoshino could be fatally injured if left to act alone. And lastly, we have a responsibility to ensure the train cannon located in the Abydos Desert doesn't fall into the wrong hands. So we're going to need to figure out where it is and secure the ownership rights. Yes, that's right. Those are some tricky conditions to meet. Yes, the past Student Council and the current Foreclosure Task Force. It seems we're finally addressing this black hole of our past that we've been averting our eyes from for so long. Sometimes, it feels like someone is probing at all our blind spots, executing a strategy to target us when we're weakest. Strategy? That may come across as a bit odd. It's only a feeling. No, I felt it too. An unusual feeling, but one I can't put to words. You too, Sensei? I have one more thing to add. What is that? What's that? I want to keep Hoshino from getting more hurt. Somehow. Just like what the Foreclosure Task Force is for me, the Abydos Student Council was an important place for Hoshino. I don't want Hoshino to have reject that part of herself. In other words, you want to keep the Abydos Student Council somehow, right? Is that what you mean? Yeah. All while maintaining the Abydos Student Council. Sorry for being stubborn, Sensei, but no, Shiroko. It's an adult's job to hear all your stubbornness. It's okay. Sensei. Yeah, I really don't want Hoshino to feel sad. Foreclosure Task Force, the Abydos Student Council. Ayane? What exactly are we? What is the purpose behind our fight for Abydos? What are we even hoping for? Alright, I know what to do. Sensei? It's time to make a decision and move forward. A decision? Sensei? Student Council President position has been vacant for a long time, right? Yes? Well, it can't be vacant forever, so I'll be holding a special election for the position. Special election? What? An election? Now? What do you mean? Student Council President, special election. You're right, we just need to elect a Student Council President. Ayane? It's absolutely possible, Serica. Right here, right now, 60% of all Abydos students are present. Yeah, we've got 3 out of the 5 right now, but so what? On top of it, this is exactly how the former student council president was elected, so it would be entirely legitimate. And it's, yes, it's how Yume became the legitimate president. We're just following the tradition and history here. Above all, as Shale Sensei, I will vouch for its legitimacy. Ah! Loopholes! Yes, absolutely! Count me in. I'm going to run for office. My name is Okusora Ayane. I'm running for the position of Abido's Student Council President. What? Since President Yume was elected this way, this election will be considered a real and legitimate one as well. We have a candidate! Let's proceed with a simple show of hands vote. There aren't any rules about secret ballots or anything. Well, I'm voting yes. Me too. I'm voting for myself as the candidate. Can you really do that? Since 60% of the student body voted in favor, Ayane is officially elected as this new student council president. As advisor as both Shayla and Abydos, I Go Sensei ratify this election. Really? Just like that? Ayane is the student council president? Yeah, she is. Oh, hold on. That means, then what happens now? Is Ayane part of the Abydos student council then? What about the foreclosure task force? President, please advise. What is the status of the foreclosure task force? The foreclosure task force is now merged into the Abydos student council. What? The Abydos student council and the foreclosure task force are now one and the same. They'll be unified under the foreclosure task force. Please refer to their merged organization this way moving forward to avoid any confusion. Makes sense. Now it disappears this way. Isn't all this just a little bit of a stretch? Is this really okay? It's absolutely okay since these are the orders of the student council president. Now, do you have any complaints, Kuromi Serika? No complaints here. As secretary of the foreclosure task force and president of the Abydos student council, I will now brief on our mission. An iron-fisted ruler. Our objective is to storm the general creditors meeting and uphold the contract left to us by the previous presidents. As the Abydos student council president, I have the authority to inherit that contract. Kuchinashi Yume, the previous president, bequeathed this mission onto the student council. As a successor, I will ensure that no other entity claims ownership of the train cannon. At the same time, I will also demand the safe return of Nonami, who has been forcibly detained by the Nepethys group. If this demand is not met, we will consider it an act of hostility against the Abydos student council and respond with force. I can find Nonami's location, then we'll go rescue her. Yes! Alright. What about Hoshino? Hoshino? Oh, she's mad! Ayane! She mad! She mad. Oh, she's seething with rage. Hoshino, the vice president who is currently causing issues. She mad. She'll be demoted to secretary. She dumped her position onto Hoshino. Yeah, that's how it is. Moving forward, she's no longer the vice president. Yes, therefore, even if Hoshino tries to deny the legitimacy of the Abydos Student Council, it'll be null and void. The secretary has no such authority to reject our existence. Hoshino won't be able to deny us, President Yume, or even herself. Thank you, Sensei. With this, everything is settled. Is it? Once Sensei finds the location, we'll manage to pull up Nonami's rescue one way or another. And since Hoshino isn't vice president anymore, she's not the contract's principal anymore. So as long as we maintain the contract, the bad guys can't get their hands on the train cannon. While the Abydos Student Council and the Foreclosure Task Force can exist simultaneously. It's for real. We solved everything? Yes, there's just one last hurdle remaining. We aim to revive the general creditors meeting before noon today and to certify this contract. By doing so, we'll stop Hoshino and rescue Nonami. This won't be easy, but we have to beat the private equity fund's forces. Okay, understood, Student Council President. Got it, but this isn't gonna be a walk in the park. It's gonna be hard, but we're gonna do it one way or another. Yes, we won't give up no matter what. Because that's the way the Abydos Student Council, aka the Foreclosure Task Force. Ayana got embarrassed now after all that. Alright, you all heard the president? Let's move out. Yes. Huh. What happened to all that fire? It's just that I'm not used to this. No, but you were so into that role. Okay, let's commence Operation Wasn't it? Oh, Capture Hoshino? And Shiroka's been way too excited since this all started. Good, it's time to start our counterattack. Yes, Abydos Student Council. Abydos for Closure Task Force, aka Abydos Student Council. Let's get going. Oh boy. Is this where it's gonna end up at a cliffhanger? Yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh boy. Well, at least it didn't end on a really bad cliffhanger like last time. So I can't complain about this one. All right. Shit's going down. And like I said, this chapter is supposedly the longest chapter we've had, up to like 40-something episodes. So it's definitely gonna be a good one. I'm excited to see what happens. So I did mention that I did notice that the chapter or part 3 is coming soon. I don't know how soon it is. It could be this upcoming week. It could be next week. It could be in January. I'm assuming it's probably going to be in January. Maybe. It could be January. It could be in the next couple of weeks. Why I want to say in January is because Hoshino's assault form, which is what we saw with her assault vest, is coming into the gacha, and I'm assuming it's going to correlate with the story. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I'm just theorizing. So I assume it's going to come out the same time as part 3 comes out. Maybe. So I can only take a guess. Now, I'm probably wrong. You know, for all I know, this could be coming out, you know, this upcoming week. Who knows? So, but we'll see what happens. Yeah. Excited to see how this all pans out. Fuck Nepethys. Worse than Kaiser. Alright. Well, I'm wrapping it up here. When we come back, we will continue on with... Either we will either continue on with the story, or maybe an event will come across between that then now and then. Who knows? We'll find out. We'll see. So, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.